Lady from Arizona, Ms. Giffords is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Ranking Member Hall. I appreciate some of the comments that were made by the ranking member, and I know that there will be some amendments brought forward where we can more specifically talk about some of the concerns that the minority have. I would just like to state that one of the benefits of this committee is from a bipartisan standpoint. Members really understand and get renewable energy. We get clean energy, we understand it. I know some of the details is something that we go back and forth about, but I'm just excited by the fact that the United States has this tremendous potential for this resource. In fact, we have some of the best solar potential of any industrialized country in the world. We have enough solar power to power the whole country several times over. And, of course, these resources are not limited to states like my state of Arizona or even to the Southwest. Major companies in Europe and China have been very aggressive over the last several years in building up their manufacturing capacity and competing internationally to meet the demand. And if our policies and innovation models for solar energy don't change, the United States may simply transition from importing foreign oil, which we do tremendously right now, to importing foreign-made solar panels. Our country actually invented the first photovoltaic technologies, and we still have some of the smartest, most talented people in the world working to improve the efficiency and cost effectiveness of solar cells today. But in order to use our precious resource dollars as effectively as possible, these people, these patriots in fact, need a serious roadmap, and that's why I'm so pleased to offer today's bill. After many substantive discussions with a wide range of industry and academic leaders, as well as the Department of Energy, I believe there's a lot that the United States solar industry can learn from the experience of our national semiconductor industry years ago. About 20 years ago, the United States was in danger of losing its semiconductor industry to the Japanese. In response, the industry created the technology roadmap for semiconductors. The focus of the initiative was creating a roadmap that was to guide research and development efforts across the industry. And by increasing communication between the diverse members of the supply chain, the United States semiconductor industry was able to develop standards and avoid the duplication of research efforts. These organized coordination efforts gave rise to the United States semiconductor giants like Intel and AMD, and the United States continues to lead the world in semiconductor development. Today, solar researchers in the United States are almost in the same exact situation. To maintain a competitive edge, they must come together to meet their common pre-competition goals, whether in simulation, developing new materials, energy storage, power and grid management, mounting, or even weather forecasting. Mr. Chairman, this bill would require the Department of Energy to engage diverse stakeholders in the solar community and work across programs to create a comprehensive plan, a roadmap, to guide funding for research needed to make the United States the global center for solar innovation. The roadmap would identify short, medium, and long-term research goals and make recommendations on how to channel R&D resources to meet these goals. The bill would make DOE more responsive to our solar industry's needs and encourage increased collaboration and communication across technologies with well-vetted strategies. I'd like to thank my colleagues on both sides of the aisle for their contributions that have made this bill better. In fact, about 25 of the 28 changes in our manager's amendment were suggested or requested by the minority. I also look forward to supporting several amendments offered by both the majority and the minority today, and greatly appreciate the sponsorship of Chairman Gordon, Chairman Baird, Mr. McCall, Chairman Lipinski, Mr. Chandler, Mr. Lujan, and Mr. Tonko, as well as several members outside of the committee. Just another sign of the time. An effort, I think if we will put together, again, and I want to be able to make sure that members understand that industry leaders like IBM, SIA, which has about 2,500 members, National Semiconductor Industry, also support this. We have letters of recommendation. We also consulted with and received verbal support from First Solar, Unisolar, Applied Materials, SunPower, PC Recycling. Again, many are members of SIA. In addition, we've also consulted with researchers from some of the premier solar universities, University of Delaware, Colorado State, George Washington University, as well as DOE's top program managers. Just in closing, the United States has an opportunity to lead and be a developer and exporter of solar technologies in the coming years and decades, and I want this committee and this bill to be a part of that. The bill is designed to advance this goal, and I urge my colleagues to support it.